Hey guys, it's Amy with Work Hard Eat Kind, and today I'm going to be talking to you about week 8, or I guess now we can call it 2 months transitioning to a vegan diet, which actually has technically been a little longer. It's just been 2 months since I've been showing you guys. I'm actually wanting to kind of transition these videos because, we're transitioning, right? I'm trying to find our niche here. I want to be able to reach more people, and I want to keep these as a what I ate this week, but I also kind of want to talk more about food and the recipes. So these videos will probably transition to a little bit more of recipes of the week, because I do love trying different recipes. I do like the idea of having a playlist that, you know, say you have a friend that's going vegan or doing a vegan challenge or something like that. You can say, hey, if you don't know what to eat, go check out Amy over here on this playlist, and she can give you some great recipes. And that's kind of what I want. I want this channel to be a resource for, you know, anybody, even if they're not fully vegan or transitioning to vegan challenge or vegan Mondays or, you know, something like that. A resource for people who are curious, who want to know more about vegan food, and things like that. There are a lot of great channels out there that concentrate on the ethics, on the environment and things like that. I really want to keep my channel more about the food. I just think that there's people that do the ethics and the environment a lot better than I can, because that's what they're passionate about. I just happen to be passionate about food, so that's what I'm going to stick to. This week was actually pretty rough in certain ways and good in other ways. So I mentioned in my video that I did real life issues that I had kind of decided I wanted to set a goal 2 weeks without meat. I had previously gone a full week, and I was pretty good at, you know, keeping it, you know, 7 days is probably about the most I could do. And now I was just like, okay, I'm getting in a rut. I feel like I'm leaning on chicken. Chicken was the meat of choice, really. And I felt myself slipping, and then I had the really bad week 7. And I was just like, I've got to find something to break this bad habit, this crutch, this vice. So I was like, I think what I want to do is I'm going to back up, and I'm going to be vegetarian. That is going to be where my line is drawn. And I think when transitioning, you kind of have to discover where your lines lay. For me, at first, it was like, okay, I will be, you know, 98% vegan, but if I eat chicken, I'm not going to be worried about it. And I was not eating a lot of dairy, maybe once a week. And I really don't ever eat eggs, so that wasn't an issue. And then I found myself, you know, constantly slipping on chicken. And so I was like, what if I back up, okay? Just work on one thing at a time. That's when I was most successful. So when I cut out soda 2.5 years ago, actually well over 2.5 years ago, it was because I had one thing I was cutting out, and I've kept it out. I may have an occasional soda that's like a Virgil's root beer, but it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup and all those other nasty, junky. It's not like junky soda. It's a good occasional treat, and I can find one bottle and buy one bottle. Same with coffee. Coffee was hard to get out. As y'all know, coffee can be extremely addictive. I have a lot of issues with caffeine, so it was really tough to get off of that. And it took me a couple months, but just concentrate on that one thing again. And I just found this trend. I was thinking about it, and I found this trend, and I was like, maybe if I just work on keeping meat out, and then I can worry about refining it. So I think if I can go meat free, okay, I started at 2 weeks, and I'm doing good. I'm actually filming this well into the 2nd week. So I think I'm going to make it, no problem. I don't really feel like I have cravings for meat, and I found a great switch on my cycle. Normally on my cycle, I crave steak. I want a ribeye. And usually it's because you're low on iron, and I'm already low iron to begin with, and so when that happens, it really takes me down. It makes me super tired, and I always worry about those cravings because they're a little unnerving, you know, that time of the month. You're already stressed enough about that, and then you have this craving. And this time I actually craved greens. Greens are actually really high in iron, and I was so grateful that my body was telling me, hey, go get you some turnip greens, or, you know, something like that, instead of a steak. Like that, I was kind of proud of my body for doing that. But so there were some good things this week that happened, but as I've mentioned on other videos, I was diagnosed with Rocky Mountain spotted fever during week 7. I've been extremely tired. I haven't wanted to cook as much. And honestly, I've been a little depressed. And last night I was watching a video, the Vegan Cheetah on his vlog channel, and I can link that below. He was talking about how he was just feeling a little down. You know, not that he really was depressed, but he just, you know, was feeling a little down. And he's got a lot of things going on in his life right now. And I kind of feel like that too. And I decided, well, what can I do? What can I do to kind of help pep myself up? So last night, I actually experimented and made a curry. In my Little Rock vlog, you should have seen the amazing mixed veggie curry that I tried. It was vegetarian, not vegan. I believe they said it was cream-based, so a little bit of dairy in it, but everything else was vegan as far as that's concerned. The naan, the rice, and everything like that. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if I can find something to replicate that cream flavor. Coconut milk is great, don't get me wrong, I love the flavor of it, but there's a different flavor to heavy cream. If you have a suggestion, make sure you leave me a comment, and I will be happy to try that. But I find myself, when I'm down, I need to find something that I love. I need to find something that makes me feel like I'm having fun. And so that's what I did. Last night I experimented, and the great thing is last night was Julia Child's birthday. I love celebrating Julia's birthday. She's one of my biggest inspirations. I have Mastering the Art of French Cooking, Volume 1 and 2. I have The Way to Cook, and she has been my inspiration for cooking. And I've always said it'd be fun to one day be the Julia Child of vegan cooking. Just being able to teach people how to do things and how to love food. And that's really kind of my goal. And it really kind of reinvigorated me. I use this time. Sometimes you got to use these moments to kind of fill your spirit up, even if you're down, even if you're not feeling good. So, along that same note, just an update on I'm on day 5 of the antibiotics. I've been doing a lot of research, and apparently I'm feeling worse because I'm having a Herxheimer reaction. What that means is when the bacteria die off, they actually release toxins into the bloodstream, which actually make you feel worse. So I've had a lot more symptoms now on the antibiotics than I have off before I even knew I had this. I do have some people encouraging me to retest after a few weeks off the antibiotics when I'm done, and retest and make sure that it's gone. Because 10 days, I've also read 10 days antibiotics is not usually as effective for Rocky Mountain spotted fever as some may want to believe. So it's going to be an ongoing thing. I don't want to harp on it a lot, but I also too want to be extremely honest with what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with, so that if you're dealing with an illness, if you're dealing with hypothyroidism, if you're dealing with RA, if you're dealing with anything, that you can realize that there's other people out there dealing with other illnesses that understand how you feel, and that sometimes it's difficult, sometimes you don't want to get up, sometimes you don't want to get in your kitchen and cook, sometimes you just want to lay in bed all day. And trust me, that's probably where I'm going when I'm done with this. But we got to stay positive, and we we got to make sure that we keep those positive influences around us. And I'm really thankful that my comment section, you subscribers, have been an awesome, awesome, positive space for me. And I really appreciate that. I love getting a notification on my phone and being able to talk to you guys, because you have been a great help in this. And I think that's about it for this week in this transition. I did try a lot of great things. The salad that I did in that video, I'll link it below. It was actually strawberries and sweet potatoes. At first, I just wanted a carb on my salad, something meaty. I think carbs are kind of my meat now. So the sweet potatoes were really good, and with the balsamic vinaigrette, and I mean, it was amazing. Then, like I said, I tried that curry, and I've experimented with a couple other things this week. I'll make sure to leave all the links. All the pictures are at the end. You guys know by now, hopefully. If you're new, thank you for being here, and please hit that subscribe button. And I think that's it, guys. Sorry if I'm a little scattered. My brain has been greatly affected by this, and I feel a little disjointed and think I should probably do scripts, but I just don't. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting me through this. Please don't forget, you can share these videos with your friends. And if you have some non-vegan friends that are thinking about veganism, please definitely share the channel so that they can kind of see somebody else going through that and asking questions and things like that. I love you guys. There my brain went. Go work harder and eat kinder, and I'm going to try to convince my brain and my body to do the same. We'll see you next time.